mortal fools to the most terrifying, spectacular show on Earth. Fasten your seatbelts and hold on tight and take a ride with the Dark Carousel Podcast. Welcome, mortals! Let's fucking ride! On the DCP!
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the Dark Carousel Podcast, everybody! Woo! Today, we get to talk to the legendary AJ Good from House of Mask. This guy is a massive mask collector, or is he a historian?
I don't think you know.
Nobody knows.
We're gonna find out.
But we're gonna fucking find out. Guys, if you guys don't know anything about Frankenfuel, you guys gotta go to www.frankenfuel.com.
Take a drink of this shit.
/DCP to get 15% off your next purchase. Other than that, guys,
Chug it.
chug it, shuck it, and get fucking franked, everybody.
Yeah.
Big ol' shout out to Mike. Thank you so much for giving us the support and the love and the care. And brother, I love you, homie. Other than that, another sponsor, Land of Illusion. Located in Middletown, Ohio. 6 major attractions. We have the Temple of Terror, Dr. Psycho's Middletown Haunted Trail, Killer Clowns, and new for 2025.
Lights out.
And Phobia. And guys, go check it out. We are open every weekend all the way until the end of October. So, and the cool thing is, there's a new video coming out. It's getting uploaded as we speak, brother.
Yep.
As we speak, not as you listen as we speak.
Yep.
I
You shut up when we're talking.
last Friday I went out and Mr. Sweets was roaming doing his thing, and I brought a guy from work, and he has his own little YouTube channel, and he does like a bunch of movie reviews and game reviews, and his name is Alex, and his channel is called Media Bros. So shout out to Media Bros. Thank you so much for helping filming this, and you get to see me go through 4 of the 6 attractions at Land of Illusion. The other 2 we didn't get to go through due to the fact of just, you know.
Maybe like for lights out, we'll get infrared camera. Even though we see black, you'll see the movement.
Yeah, but yeah, no, they do the other 2 just wanted to keep their stuff a little secret, which is completely okay.
A little secret.
We like secrets, but guys, thank you so much for supporting us and being there for us. And so thank you so much. If you guys want to watch that video, it will be on YouTube. It is uploading right now, and hopefully it will be done by the time this episode is done. Now, the reason why we're talking to AJ Good is because he came to the Land of Illusion. He was there last weekend, but he was also there opening weekend. And I ran into him, and he took a picture of Monkey Man, and I was like, bro, I got to get this guy on the podcast. I have to. I mean, I've been following him for so fucking long. And he not only collects, or he's a historian, nobody knows, but we will find out. But he collects all these vintage, all these original Slipknot mask, original Halloween mask, not just Halloween Michael Myers, but just in general. And he's like the mask fucking, like, he's an enthusiast of masks. And it's like the joy that...
I would really like to know how many masks he has completed total, like how many in his collection.
Dude,
because I tell you what, another one that had a lot was Rexstick.
Rexstick has a lot of silicone, but AJ Good has authentic, original mask. And that's what makes it so cool. And to be a collector like that and have all these amazing material just hanging around, it's just like, bro, dude, like, that's fucking crazy, dude. Yeah. And I'm really excited to talk to him, really pumped, and I'm a huge fan of him. I've always been a huge fan of him. I mean, fuck, dude, I don't even know how long I've known about AJ Good, but dude, I am just like blown away that he agreed. Oh, it has been a minute. But dude,
Excuse me.
Spit it out. But he does have a YouTube channel called The House of Mask, and he posts all the time. And we're really, really fucking excited to sit down and talk with the gentleman and just really dive deep in his brain. And what's like, what really got you into collecting these masks? I mean, I know, like Mr. Sweet, he likes to collect things, and he just started obviously he didn't really have a choice, but collection of cars.
Well, again, we've had them for years. I just dad held on to them, and
Still, dude.
now that he's moving, it's all moving to me, and yeah. So,
Mike, I'm drinking a Red Bull. I'm so sorry. Don't judge me, brother. Don't judge me. I love Frankenfuel. I just don't have any right now, so I had to downgrade and get a Red Bull. Sorry, dude. Please don't yell at me. Stop yelling at me, dude.
not my dad.
But no, it was a fantastic weekend. We did talk to Mandy Gibson. What a lovely lady she is, and dude, her journey is just so freaking wild. And where she's came from and how long she's been doing this, man. 13 years.
Yeah.
13, man. And it's just like, you can tell. You can tell 100%. 13 years is definitely shown, and the dedication that she really puts into her work is outstanding. And I think, like I was just talking to Sweets, might as well just do the whole haunt of Laurel's House of Horror.
We're just going to
just
go through them all.
We might as well. I mean, we're going to try to get Buckshot. We're going to try to get, I always forget her name, but the Laurel lady. Try to get her. Let's just fucking talk to them all. So, stay tuned, motherfuckers.
Collect the whole set.
Yeah. Fuck it, dude. I mean, dude, their haunt is crazy, dude. And I mean, out of an old movie theater, man.
Middletown tried that one time.
At the Sorg?
No, not that one. It was. It's gone now. It's actually an empty, vacant lot. But they used to have a movie theater on Central.
Yeah, I know.
It was on Central. Yeah. Well, anyhow, I don't know. I was probably about 13, 14 years old, and this is
fuck it, man. That's crazy as hell. Yo, dude, what's up, AJ?
Hello.
Hello. How's it going, man?
I'm good. Whoa, I am your background. That
You
is
are.
terrifying.
That's right. Green screen.
Well,
Gary, what's up?
hey, not much, man. I appreciate you doing this and taking time out of your day. I'll introduce myself real quick and tell you a little about the podcast. My name's Arthur. You've been talking to me on Instagram. You're the one that took pictures of me as a monkey. Thank you for that. And then next to me is Steve. He's the other owner of Dark Carousel. And we spotlight a bunch of haunt actors all across the country, haunt owners and everything. And we get to dive deep into their brains and what it really means to them of haunting Halloween. And it's outstanding to listen to everybody's stories. And we were told by multiple people, just like, dude, you got to get AJ Good. You got to get AJ Good. And then you came to Land of Illusion. I'm like, dude, there's my opportunity. There it was. And, bro, dude, thank you so much for doing that. So just a little recap on a bunch of stuff, dude. Like, huge fan. Love your shit. Absolutely love everything that you do. Question before I even ask all these questions. Are you a mask collector or are you a historian?
Both.
See, both.
Yeah, I think there was definitely a point where it all kind of crossed over into like a more legit thing. Like, I had to buy a church to make a museum to keep all of the stuff, and it's like it's not just replicas and stuff. Now I'd say like somewhat evenly my collection is like real deal stuff. So
yeah, dude, and that's wild, dude. That's so fucking wild. Well, we'll start off with a bunch of these questions. I do have a lot of questions for you, man, and that's what our podcast is about. We just like to dive deep into your guys' brain and really what got you started into this fucking madness, man. I mean, either if it's haunting, Halloween, collecting, or whatever it is, man, we just love to dive deep into it.
yeah.
But first things first, tell us who you are and what got you into this monstrosity.
My name is AJ Good. I am the owner, operator, curator, whatever, of the House of Masks, which is just an amalgamation of everything mask related. It is a physical location. It is my collection itself. It is an online community, the Instagram, the YouTube channel, all that good stuff. So I wear a lot of hats, but they all say House of Masks on them.
That's right. That's fucking dope. Now, what year would you say you started the House of Mask itself?
I don't remember exactly when I came up with the name. I was kind of already just making YouTube videos to show my friends that were also mask collectors. But I remember the night that I thought of the name. I have no idea what year it is. I kind of tried to track it back to like 2013. So that was when the name came about, but it didn't turn into like a business or even like a legitimate like money making YouTube thing until 2016, I believe.
Damn.
So yeah, but there's a million ways to answer that too, because I mean, have I always been the House of Masks? I've had masks since I was like a little kid, so I don't know.
Damn. And do you have one of your original masks that when you were a kid still?
I have my first mask and my second mask.
Dude, that's fucking badass.
Which it's kind of cool because I just wrapped up not too long ago, just a couple of months ago at this point. The whole like full circle is like a thing that I talk about a lot on my channel. It just seems like a lot of full circle moments happen. So the first mask I ever got was a British civilian duty gas mask from my dad's best friend on the day that I discovered Slipknot. I was 6, and I was all stoked on Slipknot, so I wanted to see like if anybody had any masks, and my mom was like, call your Uncle Matt, see if he has one. So I called him. He's like, yeah, I think I have one like up in my parents' attic. I'll see if I have it. And he brought it over, and it was the same exact gas mask that Sid was wearing in the Wait and Bleed video that I've watched 1,000 times that day. So like fast forward all these years later, I built this like crazy friendship with Sid and like a working relationship with him. And he asked me to help him do the 25th anniversary gold mask that he wore for the last 2 years, which was based on that gas mask. So at the very last show of the tour, we were out of his hotel shooting a video, and he handed over the real deal gold one. So I have the gold one and my OG sitting right next to my computer, like right next to my YouTube plaque, all the like important little inspirational things. So yeah, cool story with my first mask ever.
Dude, that's fucking wild. Now, how did it, like, you know, as you being a huge fan of Slipknot when you were younger, how did you come upon getting in touch with Sid or any member of Slipknot? Like, that's wild.
The first member that I ever did anything with was Corey. He had like just made an Instagram 2017 maybe, and somebody was like, you have to follow the House of Masks, and he did for some reason. And we were just cool with each other. Like, it was never any like weird messaging or anything like that. Like, we would just like each other's posts here and there. And then I saw that one day he was going to be in Columbus to like kick off the what was it called? Rock on the Range at the time. It's Sonic Temple now. They were doing like a kickoff show. I was like, dude, we need to shoot a video about your collections. Like I'm the collector who collects your stuff. Like, we should showcase your stuff. So he was like super down with it and made it happen. He and I lost touch because he kind of gave up on social media, which I don't blame him for. But Sid actually reached out to me. He was it's funny because he was like not stoked on what I was doing at the time. Like I thought that I had kind of become the Slipknot news channel, and I was making any video that I could make. Like, oh, fucking Sid Wilson farted today. Let me make that. I covered something that I genuinely did not have any idea about. I was literally just covering what these other new like metal news outlets were covering. And he messaged me, and he was like, he wasn't like mad or mean or anything, but you could just tell that he was disappointed. And he was like, you're better than that. Like, I've seen your stuff, and like you've carved out your own thing. Like, you don't need to cover stuff like that. It's just going to make people that you like not like you. And I agreed. Like, I was like, dude, he's right. Like, that's 100% right. So I stopped, and I started doing things the right way. And I always thought about that conversation. Like, he didn't have to reach out. He could have just been mad and blocked, but he like big brothered me from our first interaction forward. And he must have noticed that I had changed or something, because he reached out again for the first Pale Fest, and he was like, hey, what if I send somebody out there, like one of my people, and we do like a collab merch thing for the festival, and just we'll give it to people at the festival. And I was like, that's like a dream come true. I don't even know like how to say yes to that, but yeah.
Damn.
And then, yeah, I don't know. Ever since then, he's just been the man. Like, he calls on me for favors all the time, and I just do my best to make those favors happen. And he definitely repays me. So,
dude, good for you on that, man. That is, and I think that's wild, especially for something that, you know, you have not. I mean, I'm addicted to haunting. I would say that you're probably addicted to, you know, mask and shit. And you know, you think it's just something. It's like, oh, this is just a hobby, and then come to find out, it's like, it's more than just a hobby. It's a fucking lifestyle. And a lot, that's what like we talk about like on the podcast about like haunters and stuff. Like a lot of people don't understand like haunting is just not putting a mask on and going out there and scaring people. It's literally just something that's a part of our lives. I mean, this is my 20th season of working in any haunt industry, and I've done so fucking much in my life and talking to so many people. And when we started the podcast, we didn't know what the fuck we were doing. We were just two guys in a corner with a shitty microphone and a goddamn MacBook, dude. And then all of a sudden, you know, we did it for a while, and then we took a break, and then 6 years later, here we are. We've talked to some crazy ass people across the country, and our name is just it don't stop. I don't know why it's not stopping, and I don't want to question it. I can't question it because then if I start questioning, then it'll stop. But the publicity is absolutely outstanding, and I think with what you're doing, dude, you're doing more than just collecting, dude. You're just showing the world, like, dude, this is home to you. I mean, this is your life, and for you to do what you do, man, it is highly fucking respected. Highly fucking
Remember
respected.
when we went to Noblesville for Knotfest?
Yeah.
And in the back, they had the traveling museum with them.
Yes.
And we were like trying to get in to go see it, and they closed it down like right when we went to go get it. It's like, damn.
Dude, I was so fucking pissed. But it's just the fact that you do what you do, man. Like, I take my hat off for you. Like, I love that. Before I get into any questions or any more questions,
He has something for you.
we do have something for you. So we were talking to Cody Wilmot at Land of Illusion, and this is from the Clown House, from Dark Carousel, to you.
Oh, whistling clown, no way.
Yeah, so we're going to ship this to you. He wanted to give this to you because he said that you loved it, and we found the cleanest one that's not completely fucking destroyed, and we wanted to send it to you, man.
Dude, that is so cool. Yeah, I remember literally being like 15. It was before I could drive, and I would walk through the clown house and see those in there and be like, whistling clowns. Like, this is crazy that they just have these in there. So that is, look, a full circle moment. That's what I'm talking about.
I know, right? It's so fucking crazy. But yeah, dude, once that everything's done, dude, I'll get all your information, and then we'll ship this out to you 100%. So this is from the Clown House, from us to you.
That is very cool. I appreciate it.
Yeah, no problem, man. Other than that, we'll dive deep more into these questions. So when you started noticing that you were collecting these masks, when did you start realizing, all right, I'm going to take off and start diving deep into these masks?
I think it was from the very start. Like the first one, just the way that worked out. Like, I stumbled across Slipknot at obviously a very young age. And then I'm like, hey, Mom, can I watch this video? And she's like, yeah, you know, whatever. So I'm watching it. And then I didn't care what mask I got when I called my uncle. I just wanted a mask. And like the fact that he brought one over that was the one that was in the music video that I had been watching, I was like, oh, like these are obtainable. So really, like, my love comes from like replicas and stuff, or I guess finding the originals. They aren't necessarily replicas, but they're not like the real deal, whatever. So yeah, like just the hunt was on even from then. I grew up super, super poor. So my parents would never have ever in a million years spent like $100 on a Michael Myers replica mask or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. As I got older, we like eventually got a computer as a teenager. So I'm thinking probably 16 or 17 years old. And I just happened to like, YouTube was still pretty young. But I just typed in Slipknot masks or Slipknot mask collection or somehow stumbled across some, and it was just really awful, terrible, like 240p, 30-second cell phone clips of people with their like Slipknot masks laying on the floor. And I mean, only like maybe a dozen of these videos out. And I was like, holy shit, like other people have these. And like, I've never seen another original clown mask or whatever, you know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
never in my wildest dreams saw that in the wild or knew of it to exist. So I was like, I have to connect with these dudes. And yeah, I would scrounge up, you know, $35 to buy from some other teenager that was in Idaho or whatever, and then I'd have that mask for a minute and want to trade up for something else that I came across. And then eventually I discovered forums. So we had like michaelmyers.net, and then Slipknot had like it wasn't Slipknot official, but it was like mfkr1.com. And then you start connecting with these people through like their usernames on there, and then eventually like Facebook takes over. So it was always like an uphill thing of like trading and stuff. But I knew that those masks were able to be obtained from the second that I got my first one, because it was the one that I was looking at. So
Damn.
yeah.
Man, dude, that's just so crazy on how just life works in general, because it's like, all right, I'm just gonna see what happens. And then here you are, you know, some odd years later, and you're like, all right, dude, I think I have a problem. Like,
yeah, the whole thing is completely weird and made up, and like it's like a fake job that shouldn't exist. And it literally just all stems from like, this is something that I wish that I had when I was a little kid. Like, could you imagine having like a haunter network when you were like a kid? Like, so I get paid to collect the things that I love and show them to other people that also love this shit. Like, anytime I need a reality check about like, I'm like whining because I don't want to go in and make a video or something, I'm like, dude, think about this.
Yeah. Just think about how. Well, let me think about this one for a second. What's one of the weirdest like ways that you found a mask?
One of the weirdest ways. That's a good question. I don't know. Okay, so define weird. What do you think is weird?
Like, I would say just like
some homeless guy walked up, said, "Here, I got something for you."
No, something like,
hey, you said weird.
No, just in general, like what's probably the strangest way you've ever come across a mask? Like,
none of them were like important or anything, but I've literally found them like in alleyways. Like, I'll just be like walking around to do whatever I was doing, maybe just going home from work or something, and then I would just like find a clown mask in the alley. But I'm trying to think of like weird, maybe like
something
like
just abnormal.
Yeah. No, I don't know. I don't think so. I think for what, as weird as the whole thing is, I don't know that I have any weird stories about finding anything.
See, it's cool that you say that, you know, finding something in an alley, because that's something that we do too. We repurpose masks. So like in the studio, we actually have the studio that we're doing the show in, but also on the other side of my basement, I actually have the studio where we make masks and we build stuff. We've actually taken old damaged masks, people that donated to us and stuff like that, and repurposed them and like just use pieces. And we've actually got a couple masks that's got 4 or 5 different masks built into one now.
We call them scrap masks.
Yeah, basically. Just scrap masks that we've recreated, and you know, and people love them, and it's a trip because we got the one sideshow that actually got banned from a park because everybody thought he was a serial killer.
It doesn't matter, man.
It's fun.
It is fun because people put it on and are like, yo, dude, you're not allowed doing that no more.
No more.
Now, it's definitely a fun little journey, and I bet the journey that you're going on right now is just unexplainable. And you know, with all the stories that you have, dude, and it's crazy on what you do and how you go upon.
How many masks do you have right now?
Dude, I couldn't tell you. If I had to take an honest, genuine guesstimate, probably 5,000.
Damn.
Shit.
So here's the only thing that I can base that off of. Before I moved out of the apartment that I started this in, I stopped counting at like 1,750.
Man.
And that I moved out of that apartment in 2017. So I've gone through a home, and then I had the old building, which was massive. It was like 2,500 square feet of just open room. And now I have this, which is 4,000 square feet. And I have maybe a quarter of my collection out here. I don't think I'm going to be able to get much more than that. But yeah, I've only obtained more. Like, I don't really ever get rid of anything. So I'm assuming it's up there.
Man.
Damn, dude. I thought we were bad.
So is that going to be like a goal to eventually get them all on display eventually, or?
No, a lot of them just wouldn't even make sense to display. A lot of them are just sentimental or like fan sent gifts. But if I were to try to display everything like that, it would just never work. There's not a place like big enough or realistic enough for that to happen. So, yeah, a lot of them are just keepsakes. And every once in a while you go through a box and find stuff. And I'll be honest, my dad has stolen so many of my pieces that are just sitting in the house now. And he's like, you're not getting that back. And I'm like, all right.
Thanks, Dad. Appreciate you.
You got to die someday, dude.
He helps me out a lot. So if he wants to pretend that clown mask is his or whatever, that's okay.
Yeah, you'll get it back eventually. It's only temporary.
That sounds deadly.
That does. It sounds bad as
I gave
hell.
my grandpa a truck last year because he was like in love with my truck, and I bought another one that was like a little more what I wanted. So I went up and like surprised him and gave it to him. And I kept making these fucked up jokes about like, well, it'll come back to me eventually anyway. So
It kind of hurts a little bit. It's like, damn, dude, it's coming.
It's statistics. I mean,
yeah, I mean, it's life.
he made me this way, so it's his fault.
Now, what's your favorite company when it comes to vintage mask? Like Don Post, Caesar.
Distortions all day, no question.
Hell yeah! Like the old authentic distortions.
Yeah, I mean it's still the same people. It kind of moved on to bigger like haunt related stuff
Yeah.
like animatronics, but they do still dabble in masks. I actually have a couple masks that are being produced through them, which was like a dream come true when that happened. But aside from the fact that Ed and Marsha are the saints of the hobby and the industry, they're just the greatest people on planet Earth. There is just something about Ed's sculpts and paintwork. It's so choppy and messy and blocky, but in the best possible way. It just screams like 90s Halloween to me. I could never
100%.
ever say about how much I love distortions.
Yeah, I was really excited. I remember it was a few years ago that Ed and Marsha, they did the what was it? The Kraken scene on USS Nightmare, and I remember I seen it on Discovery Channel. I'm like, ain't no fucking way. Like, this is down the street from me. And when I first seen that in person, I'm like, dude, this is great. And then when we were able to finally meet Ed at MHC in Columbus, this was like 2017. I was like, dude, I don't know how much I have to say this, but I fucking love you. Like, I love you.
can I get a hug?
Yeah, dude. Like, and he's such a nice guy, and he's so genuine about everything. And there's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. Like, their work is so great, and it's so original, and everything they always every year, like we go to Trans World, they always go over and beyond to surprise people, and I cannot say anything bad about them at all. When it comes to like let's talk about Don Post. Like, I know I'm a huge fan of Don Post for sure. He has a mask that he used to terrorize me with. I don't know why he did it, but he thought it was funny when I was a child. But it took me forever to find this mask. It's an old it's the vampire, and
The original dry rotted because it was just a basic latex. It dry rotted, so eventually I had to pitch it, and then he got lucky. And what was it on eBay? You found one?
It was on
He
eBay
found
for
one
like
on
$50,
eBay.
dude. And I was like, holy shit! And it was clean as fuck. What is your thoughts on Don Post?
I think everybody needs to credit Don Post for pretty much everything. I'm literally Ed and Marsha. I've talked to Ed about it a million times, but like he saw Don Post stuff and was like, I think I could make stuff. So they're the OGs, and they're responsible for so much. Like, we literally wouldn't have Michael Myers in the form that we have Michael Myers if it wasn't for the fact that they happened to make the Star Trek masks, and Captain Kirk, like that was the one that they chose.
Yep.
So yeah, dude, Don Post are the OGs for sure.
Fuck, dude. And what about Ben Cooper?
They had their time and their place. I see like the Ben Cooper masks and like Collegeville stuff in the boxes and stuff, and it doesn't do a whole lot for me. But I will say that Ben Cooper did latex pieces that I find way, way cooler than the little face masks for kids, like the trash bag costumes. I wish that people would look more into that part of Ben Cooper, because there's a whole unexplored world. Like, when you think Ben Cooper, you think of the stuff in the boxes.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, they have one of my all-time favorite, what I call oddball Slipknot masks. And it's just random masks that happen to maybe be like in the background of a music video, or like somebody would throw one on stage and one of the members would throw it on over their masks. And there is a clown mask that is super, super cool. That is a old Ben Cooper piece.
That's fucking wild, dude. Now, when you start diving deep into like all these companies and stuff, like, what is the first thing that you try to find when it starts with like original pieces?
I really don't. A lot of my love for distortions kind of came from I just happened to be like I happened to find out that like these pieces that I have seen for my whole life or whatever that I loved so much were by distortions. So distortions like heavily rooted with Slipknot with, like the Liar mask or the Babyface Cuddles mask or whatever. We all know Mushroom Head, and the bass player of Mushroom Head had this, it's called a Mini Vampire. It's my all-time favorite distortions piece. I don't even care about Mushroom Head, but I saw that so much. I was like, that is like the coolest thing I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Or like Buckethead with his like Herbie puppet, like that's a distortions piece. So then you start looking into distortions, and you realize that they do have like these cool original pieces that don't even have anything to do with these bands. But I'm so deeply rooted with like the music aspect that that's where my discovery of them comes from. And then you just kind of go down the rabbit hole of whatever company, and it goes for Caesar or Be Something Studios or whoever it's going to be. It's the same with just like you can tie just about anything back. If you don't care about theatrical music at all, everybody loves Michael Myers.
Yeah.
So now Don Post, and through Don Post, you start to realize, like, oh, it could have been the Emmett Kelly mask. Well, that's a fantastic thing. Well, now you know all about Emmett Kelly, and there's just always a rabbit hole to go down. It just comes from like what your first discovery is to introduce you to that whole side of things.
Isn't it scary to think just something that somebody thinks that's so small and they don't realize what they're getting themselves into?
I always wonder how it even works out so perfect. It seems like everything worked. Like nothing would have been the same had they chosen the Emmett Kelly mask for Myers.
Yeah.
Or like what if Clown didn't buy that at a Spencer's when he was like 14 years old and then happened to wear it to practice one day, and like it's just I don't know, everything works out like the way it's supposed to.
Starts with a mask, dude. Fucking starts
it
with
all starts with I'm putting that on a t-shirt.
it just starts with a fucking mask. And I think that's so crazy how you say that, because like, dude, when we interviewed Sandy Johnson, which played Judith Myers in 1978, and we were talking to her, and she didn't know what film she was going into. She was, Playmate of the Month of June of 1976. And which, fun fact, 1976 was the last year they ever did the guillotine in France. The last year. That's a random fact, but sorry. Dude, it's just crazy because they had all these choices of choosing which max they want to use. And I remember talking to Sandy Johnson. This was a few years ago, and it, like you said, it starts with a mask, dude, and it starts with just a story, the journey of it.
And then how they just like went out and literally just spray painted it.
They spray painted
just right there on the scene.
Rip some fucking hairs out, cut the eye holes out, and say, all right, here we
Here you go. Action.
And then that's not about, fucking, Jamie Lee Curtis. It's about the fucking shape, dude. But that's a whole different topic, man, dude. Don Post is the godfather of mass, hands down. And if we didn't have any of that, man, I don't think this world would be the same with horror itself. What is one of your favorite pieces that you hands down cannot believe that you have in your hands?
Well, that 25th anniversary BCD is pretty crazy. I have a lot of real Guar stuff that I just never could have even imagined even still existed, let alone the fact that I own it. I have a All Hope Is Gone clear female clown that was stage used. A lot of my stage used stuff is just wild because a lot of it shouldn't even exist anymore. And then it's like, how did this even come to me? And like, how did the stars align that I was able to make that purchase or whatever it was going to be? So I have a lot of grails, and it's all for different reasons, but the stage use stuff is probably the biggest, like, wow.
Cool, dude. Now you do, I know you were at Land of Illusion the past couple times, and what is one of your favorite haunts that you've been throughout, your whole entire life so far?
I love Dent, if we're not talking about Land of Illusion haunts specifically.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay. Because I do have a favorite at Land of Illusion. But I think Dent Schoolhouse is my favorite because up until recently, I remember going there as like a teenager and stuff. And they were like one of the only places that it did at the time that it seemed like you weren't walking through, like you were walking through a scary school. You weren't walking through a scary school that has Michael Myers in it. Oh, now you're in a clown room. Oh, now there's guys with chainsaws and pig heads and stuff. It seemed like everything was themed very accurately, which is nice. I don't want to, like, you take the suspense out of stuff when you're walking through a thing, and like you get on a school bus and Freddy Krueger's your driver, and then you walk out the back of the school bus and the next thing you see is like some big satanic demon monster. It's all like mishmashed. It doesn't make any sense. And I think Dent was like the first one that wasn't doing stuff like that for me.
Yeah, no, I agree with you. The fact that they really get into detail with Charlie, the janitor, and how they make the story really stand out. It's the same way with like USS Nightmare on how they use their story about the captain. It's really, to me, it's like as a haunter, dude, it's really authentic to really keep that story driven and driving super fucking fast. Because if you just walk into a haunt and expect to see, you know, for instance, Charlie at the Dent schoolhouse, you know, you don't want to just see him one time. I want to know his story. I want to know the reason why he's doing these to these children. Like, why are you killing these kids? Yeah. And that's the story behind everything. And it's like, whoa. And then just all the props that they produce and all the stuff that they put and all the work they put into the details of the actual old schoolhouse, man. Like, I cannot say it enough, man. Their theme is absolutely amazing. Have you ever been to the Darkness in St. Louis?
I have.
Dude, that's a wild fucking place.
I'll tell you my favorite thing about that. This might upset you guys because you are haunters, but there's no one in there.
No.
Yeah.
None.
Like, you just get to take your time and look at shit, and I love that. And that's part of the reason I like Dent so much is they're so detailed that there's like a whole other atmosphere. Even just like waiting in line, like that wall of jack-o'-lanterns.
Oh, dude,
it's so sick.
Oh,
or like my favorite parts of Dent even are non-actor filled. Like there's the hallway where the lockers are opening and closing, and the like person hanging in the stairwell.
Just the small details mean something so much.
Yeah. So like that's with me as an artist, I tell him all the time, like when I go through haunts, I mean, I don't like, it's like I'm not trying to be a dick to the actors because 90% of the time I don't get scared at haunts. Exactly. I love detail. Mm-hmm. And I've been doing it for 34 years. I've worked at so many different haunts, and the Darkness, when we went there this past year for Transworld, when they did like the exclusive, only 600 people allowed type thing, it was nice. Mm-hmm. We weren't rushed. We walked through and enjoyed the whole thing, and from head to toe, I mean, you don't need an actor for that. Exactly. House. It's just detailed beautifully, and I loved it. And don't get me wrong, I understand it's a budget too, but it's something that they've done very beautifully. And again, it's just amazing. I love going to haunts that just they focus on detail, and again, you can run it off minimal actors.
And the fact that you can look down, there's detail. Yep. You can look up, there's detail. And just the size of their animatronics, fuck, dude. It's just
take a new person with me every year when we go down there to Transworld, just so we can walk through the Darkness. Because like, I get stoked. I'm like, okay, like my favorite room's next with the sheeted ghost people.
Dude, that scared the fuck out of me, dude.
To see this for the first time because it's like magic, man. It's really, really cool.
Dude, you should see the video we did when we did the walkthrough. Yeah, he's videoing this.
Okay, so
every scene he's screaming like a girl. It's like, what are you doing?
Well, I'm a pussy when it comes to haunted houses. I don't know what it is. Again, I've been doing this for 20 years, and even when I'm dressed up, I'm still absolutely terrified to go through because I don't like getting scared. But I remember that certain moment of the sheeted ghost. I was filming, I was doing my thing, and I thought this dude was fake. And I'm like, I loved this room. I love every aspect of this room. Just for some reason, one of those motherfuckers were alive, and I did not care for that. Oh god, dude, it scared the hell out of me. Yeah, dude, the Darkness is wild. Have you ever heard of the Woods of Terror?
I don't know.
The Woods of Terror is in Greensboro, North Carolina, and it's owned by a guy named Eddie McLaurin, and he goes by Bone Daddy. This guy, and the reason why I even bring this up, this guy has probably the biggest heart in the haunt industry. He goes out and does anything and everything for these huge names, for as in haunt actors or haunt actresses and stuff, and they really put it in perspective what a haunter really means to people, and puts them straight in the spotlight. And the midway that he has is absolutely beautiful. If anybody ever asks me what when you want to dive deep into the haunt world, I always show them Woods of Terror. Woods of Terror has always been a huge, huge big thing for him and I. And I highly recommend at least once in your life just to go down there and check them out because, dude, they do the most craziest shit and just like they put on a hell of a show. The owner, Eddie McLaurin, is absolutely probably hands down the nicest guy you'll ever meet in your life until he puts his makeup on. then he's old Bone Daddy. Yeah. Now, when it comes to the the horror culture itself, what does Halloween mean to you?
That's my whole life, man. I've literally always had like the moniker of like every day is Halloween, because it is. And then real Halloween comes around and society catches up with me, and then I am drowning in the season, which is a great problem to have because as soon as it's over, I'm like, fuck, I wish that was back. So
you're the only person that actually understands that because like I love Halloween, but I also hate it at the same time because it's the end of spooky season. And I hate it so bad. Oh, dude, I'm so happy you even said that. Now, like when you started realizing when you're like, all right, dude, here I am. I'm starting to get a little older. I'm out of high school. What was your first initial step to really push yourself to get where you're at today?
I never think about it, man. Like the fact that I'm even the age that I am right now is like a reality check every time I think about it because I still feel like I felt when I was 16 or 18 or 21, or I just feel like I have more experience being that age now. But I've always been the way that I am as far as I've just always been like addicted to progress, I guess. I don't have any other vices. Like I'm straight edge. I don't drink. I've never drank. I don't have any interest in drugs. I fucking have barely ever cared about women, and then every time I do, it's just the worst thing ever. So I'm getting back to just like not even caring about any sort of like companionship or anything. I just love to work and learn and make shit, and it's been like that since I was a kid. Like whether it was with skateboarding, I didn't skate for fun. I skated because I wanted to be as good as I possibly could at it and to learn new things every day. And then art and music and all that. Like I was never doing it because I was like, this is so fun. I wanted to be good at the thing. So now I get to take literally all of that. Like I do get to take the music part that I love and I know about music and put it into like, I love filming and editing, and I get to put that into that. And then I get to take the spooky related stuff. And even like, I'm doing this interview with you guys right now on a mini ramp that's in my church.
It's fucking badass, so, dude.
Like, I know what I like, and I just like progressing, and I found a way to turn that into educational, entertaining, whatever.
And I think that's what makes you like really stand out. You do you. You don't do what anybody else does. You just do you. And it's really motivational because like you're not afraid to do it. And I think that's cool. I really do think that's cool. That stands out. Like, honestly, that's the biggest thing that stands out. You just do you. You're not afraid, dude. You collect masks. You go meeting these amazing people. You travel. You make these awesome content videos of unboxing masks, going to haunt conventions or going to freaking, mask conventions, which I did not even know fucking even existed, and I'm really pissed off about that. But just in general, like, dude, like, you're not afraid, man. And I think dude, like, I'm so happy that a person like you exists in this world because it's just one of those things where it's like, well, if he can do it, why can't we? You know? And thank you. Thank you so much for that. And I think like the biggest thing that I love saying to anybody that comes to our show is that, you weren't born a monster. You were fucking made a monster. And I hold that deeply because it's like, we're all sick in our own heads. We're all our own little creatures. And it's not just about haunting itself. It's something that's really kept us alive in general. Haunting has literally kept me on my feet for 20 years. It has brought me so much joy in my life. The mask has probably brought so much joy in your life that a lot of people just don't understand because it holds deeply towards your heart. And I think that's the most important thing to have towards you. And that's all that should matter. I mean, if it makes you happy, then you know what? We're happy. And for you to really show people all the details of everything that you do is very, very important on every video, every content. Anything that you do is what you do. And this is what we do. And for You're doing the interview on a mini ramp. Like it's like what the fuck? How did you even get here? Did you expect yourself to be here?
No, not in this way. I always knew that I was going to be something, and I've heard the story a million times from my dad talking to people. Like I was either going to be a drummer in the biggest band in the world, or I was going to be on SNL. Like those were the two things that I was supposed to do. But the internet is such a weird place that, like I said, it's allowed me to wrap all of this stuff up into one thing. Like because I was a skateboarder, I grew up in the time that like Jackass and skate videos were at their prime. I just loved documenting stuff. So I was drawn to filming and taking photos and editing stuff. And because I was a musician, I was drawn to drumming and music and whatever it was going to be. And then there were these bands out there that existed that were perfect for me because I never knew anything more perfect than Slipknot. And then Guar came along and I was like, oh my God, this is somehow even more up my alley and whatever else. So it's like, I'm grabbing all these things and building my own the House of Masks. It's literally the House of Masks. And so I'm equal parts fortunate that the internet exists and can allow me to make a living doing this weird made up thing. And like, I'm sitting in front of a 200-year-old stained glass window on my mini ramp in front of my biggest collection of masks in the world, like talking to two new dudes that I just met because they think that this stuff is cool. And like, it's literally, that is what it's all about. I'm going to be dead one day. So like, yeah, I'm going to take this and run with it and do everything that I can with it, because the worst thing that's going to happen is already going to happen. So would I not be myself and not do this and not make it as much as I could possibly make it? And sounds cliche and corny or whatever, but like the only message I push through my thing is to stay sober. And the fact that I get at least a message a day from somebody that's like, hey, I'm 6 months sober today. I stopped drinking because your videos, or I'll never touch anything because your videos, or whatever. Like, I'm not just making a difference in my life. And I think that that's pretty rad.
Yeah, dude. I mean,
Yeah, you hear him? Stay sober, asshole.
I don't drink. I don't drink. I don't do it. I don't fuck.
Dude, I'm going to tell you right now, you can't take him anywhere. I can't take him to concerts. I can't do nothing. He's always getting in trouble.
I'm not.
How many black eyes have you gotten over the years?
It's because I love mosh pitting.
Fuck
you, dude. Yeah, the last time we were at incarceration, I crowd surfed during wage. I cannot fucking talk. Wage war, and I just was crowd surfing, doing my thing, and it was funny because like I got up on top, I was doing my thing, and I fell into the hole, and some big ass lurch looking motherfucker picked me up, and I'm sliding, doing my thing on top of these people. I ended up on my stomach, and I forget what song they were playing, but I just remember that somebody just went like that to me, and
he comes back with a black eye.
Yeah, dude, it happens, dude. It's just one of those things where I'm not afraid to get hurt. Actually, I'm going to ask this question real quick. So, okay, Paleface Company.
Yes.
Okay. So, fuck yeah. That's all I got to say. What is the connections with you guys?
So Paleface & Co. is my best friend's company. His name's Bishop. He runs it with his wife. He came from California to be closer to me once we started realizing that it kind of just made sense to work together. And he saw what was up with Ohio, which
I don't think anybody knows.
Yeah, internet memes could like tell you whatever you want to know about Ohio that just isn't true at all, because this place it's a mecca and people don't realize it, especially for like creatives and people on like the darker side of stuff. Yeah. Dude, this is the place to be. You fuck LA and in New York, like the East Coast sucks. All these places are dog shit compared to what we have here. And he saw that. So he moved from California, kind of got away from like a not great lifestyle out there anyways, which is awesome. And he was like 2.5 hours away. And it just still wasn't close enough. So then he got a house down here that's about 20 minutes away. And now that I've moved, it's probably a little closer, like 35 or 40 minutes. But yeah, dude, we just were working together. He would like send me pieces that the hobby needed, especially like the Slipknot replica side of the hobby, and I would review them. And it was just kind of like this, I don't know, like this coexistent whatever. And then at the first building that I had on Main Street, was like prime COVID time, but everybody wanted to come see it. And I had never done like a meet and greet, which was like a thing that like YouTubers do a lot or did a lot or whatever. I was like, why don't we do one? So we'll just do the meet and greet and tie it in with the open house. It'll give people like their only chance to come in and see the place and, you know, whatever else. So I wanted him to come down and vend there because I didn't want it to just be, you know, come in, shake my hand, take a picture with me. I think that's like cringy. And I'm just, despite what people on the internet say, I'm not in love with myself and my ego is not as big. So I was like, no, we got to do something else. Like we'll give them the chance to like buy some stuff. So like you guys can sell your masks, have a booth down there. It'll be great. And we did it. And dude, I swear to God, I was like freaking out in the back right before it started, thinking that nobody was going to show up and it was going to be a failure. And one of the people that were doing like staff stuff came back and they were like, there's a fucking line down like literally around the corner of the block. And I was like, you're lying. And he's like, he shows me a picture. I was like, holy shit. So it was supposed to go from 6 o'clock to 10 o'clock. We didn't get the last person out until 2 a.m.
Holy shit.
Yeah. It was insane. It was so fucking fun. And the atmosphere was just so pleasant. Everybody was so happy to be meeting these people that they've been friends with on the internet for years and buying cool shit and like giving gifts. And it was amazing. And like when it was over, I like took my shit off and it was probably a dozen of us, like the group in there. We like shut the door or whatever. And I'm like holding this stack of money that was more than I've ever had in my hand. And I was like, dude, that was great. And this is cool and stuff. But like, we have to do that again.
Yeah, dude.
So we immediately started thinking, we were like, we used to remember the magic of Mask Fest, which is kind of like, it just doesn't feel like it used to. I was like, there's no reason why we can't take everything that we're doing and the experience that we have and craft our own. So then it became Pale Fest, and it was the House of Masks presents Pale Fest. And it was our baby. It was our fucking love child of like this magic. Like, I want you to be able to smell the festival. Like, that's how good it is. You know what I mean?
I can smell the latex.
Yeah, I just want it to be that magical carnival, everything that we ever wanted, and that's exactly what it was. So I give Bishop all the props in the world for taking on the more like professional role and like actually getting shit done, because he does shit that I can't even wrap my head around as far as planning stuff out and stuff. And I can be the face and I can sell the tickets and I can talk to the people, but when it comes to the organization and stuff, like he is very, very vital to that and very important. So, yeah. And now we just still exist through that. Like Paleface and the House of Mask probably married together forever.
That's great. And I remember seeing up on his page that he's one of the people that created the original mask for Hell House LLC.
Yeah, that's his big thing right now. No offense to the franchise or whatever, but I cannot believe the orders that he tells me that he gets on that. It is unfucking believable how many people are buying those masks.
I bet it's exhausting. I really do.
Literally every time I see him, I'm like inviting him to stuff. Hey, you want to go do this weekend? He's like, can't, got orders. I'm like, I figured. I just thought I'd let you know.
No, what's crazy is last night when I got home from work, well, actually this morning when I got home from work, I was just digging in my drawer and I bought a patch from Incarceration when we went in 2021. We actually have a patch from when they were there, Paleface.
Oh yeah, I was up there with them. That was a cool booth. That was a cool weekend.
That was a fun weekend. That was actually the weekend where I got punched in the face. But it was just really neat to, again, everything's fallen into place. Here I am talking to AJ Good, and I seen that patch. I'm like, dude, there ain't no fucking way. Because like the patch itself, it's like real small, and it says Incarceration and the dates, and then it has like the little gesture on it. And then I looked at the name next to it, and I'm like, what the fuck, dude? And I'm like, what the hell? This is crazy as hell. And I was just like,
I'm going to show you how much more full circle everything is going to get right now, because so like we got invited by Michael to come up and do the Land of Illusion thing. And so that's the reason we were even there. Well, then I saw you in your outfit, and you're the only actor that we asked to take a photo with, because your outfit reminded me of Zippy, which is like my dude. It's this Zippy doll.
Let's go.
So like he's like a part of the shit now. Like when I walk out on stage and shit, I like have the Zippy doll, and like people like want to shake the Zippy hand and shit. I was like, this is like a full size Zippy. So now, like even prior to you even knowing that I was standing there and wanting to take that photo with you, you had already messaged me about getting on the pod.
Yeah.
It's all weird. It's all full circle.
It's so weird. You know, it's funny because I bought that costume at Trans World at Midnight Mayhem Apparel, and it was a spontaneous buy because we went over there, and dude,
I don't know how many times we went and looked at it.
dude, I had like $3,000 in my pocket. I'm like, dude, I don't know what to fucking buy. Like, I'm here, I have to fucking buy something.
What was it, like Saturday? We finally gave in and we went over there and you bought it.
Yeah, and like I was looking for a clown costume, and then I saw this, this furry arm. I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm like, dude, fuck it. And then so like the costume itself came with like a really shitty hood. I didn't like it, so I went on Amazon and found it kind of reminded me of like Bloodhound Gang's Bad Touch, where they were like humping everybody. That hood reminded me of that. So I'm like, fuck it, dude, it's like $25. I'll buy it. So I put a bunch of permablood all over it, and I bought this like mask with it. I spent like, I don't know, like $40 and it was plain. So I went back and I painted it, put permablood on it, and I had no idea what I wanted to do with this character. I had no idea. And then before I even, because you were the first person that has ever seen the costume in person. I literally just put it on. I just walked through the clown house with my kids, and then they went on their way. And I was literally just walking down the hill, and I'm like, bro, there's AJ Good. I'm going to just, mosey along. So that act and everything of what I was doing, I kept that. I didn't know what I was doing. So now I've discovered this really, really slow shuffle I do all night. And there's just no, I make the customers create my adventure. And it takes me, 4-5 hours to get to these adventures, but man, it is exhausting and it is fun. And apparently people love it because now, Brett Oakley at Land Evolution has bought me symbols now, and I'm like, let's do it, dude. I mean, I'm down, so I guess I'll be symboling away. But he has no voice, he's like I don't know, I would say he's like a child, but he has like a dog instinct.
And he's got bling for teeth.
He does have he does have some silver teeth, dude. And
he's got the Wrigley wrapper.
More full circle now, knowing that was your first time wearing it. Like, what are the chances that you walk out right from the clown house and that's it? Like,
I don't know. I again,
they say things happen for reasons.
I don't question. I do not question. I just do. I just fucking do it. Now, I love it, man. If you could leave a legacy behind other than your mask, what do you think it would be?
Man, good question. I'm very passionate about, I don't know, not enabling so much traditionalism in a sense of like, everyone should just do what they feel like they need to do instead of doing what they feel like everyone wants them to do. So I don't have a family, don't plan on it. I got a vasectomy as soon as I could. I've been calling since I was 18. Honestly, I don't care to ever meet like a soulmate or what, like if that happens, that's cool or whatever, but I really just don't give a shit. Like, I just like me and my stuff and like the community that I built. I don't drink. Like, I have a hatred for alcohol and drugs. And I feel like all of these things, and I could like, the list could keep going and going and going. Like, you don't need to do that. Like, my life is fucking sick because I never was like the party kid. And I never was like, I need to have a girlfriend right now. Oh, I need to get engaged right now. Oh, I need to get her pregnant right now. And I see all these people that I think that's why I have like a big, as big of a following as I do, because there are people out there that are just like me and kind of live that way. But there are so many people that tell me, whether it's at a convention or just like through a DM or whatever, they're like, yeah, I'm living vicariously through you because I can't do this stuff. I got these 2 kids and I got this, whatever. So I would love to just see a slight break from traditionalism and have people go like, well, AJ didn't do that. Like, I'm just going to do what I want to do and punch my way through this system.
Yeah. And
that'll be cool. Cause who knows how many more House of Masks for whatever else or whoever else it's going to be are out there.
Yeah, absolutely. And yeah, dude, I take my kids along. I don't give a fuck. They don't like it. Yeah. Oh, well. You're coming with me. I got them addicted to haunting. I got them addicted to horror movies. My 5-year-old is highly obsessed with Michael Myers. It makes me sick because he knows more than I do. He has his own Michael Myers mask. I bought him one for his birthday, and it's
No, you don't. It's down here in the basement now. You brought it over here because we were going to use it for a mold.
Not that one.
Not that one?
No.
Oh, you got a different one?
No,
I was about to say. No, you didn't because it's hanging up on the wall.
Yeah, because he has he has a weird obsession, and he's 5, and I bought him his first Michael Myers mask last year for his birthday, and it was the Rob Zombie one, and that's the one that he wanted. And I'm like, I said, Rob Zombie? I mean, don't get me wrong, I like Rob Zombie's like Halloween, but you don't want the 78. Come on.
Yeah.
But now he wanted to Rob Zombie. I'm like, whatever, dude. Makes me happy. It's okay. But dude, like it's really great to see, all the sacrifices you've made, all the dedication that you put into your work. Your content is just driving and going, and you're not walking, dude. I think you're fucking you're fucking running, man. And it really stands out. And like I said earlier, like you motivate me and the show itself, because it's like you're not afraid to do anything. You're really just passionate about what you do, and we're really passionate about what we do. And it's not just about, the love for it. And I do love it. I do love, everything about Halloween. I do love everything about haunting and stuff and all the actors and stuff. But what really gets me going is when I see somebody out there doing it, trying, being who they are, not afraid to, put on something that looks absolutely stupid and turn it into a masterpiece. That's what drives us to do what we do. And we've talked to so many people, so fucking many people, and every single body has a story. And that's what we look for. The story is the most important thing. We have a story, but nobody cares about our story. I want to hear about your story. Right now, we're creating our story. Now it's time to hear your guys' story. And to hear everybody's story, man, one thing I've learned so far is the love and the dedication, the community, the heart that everybody has. You are your own person, and you're not afraid. I mean, fuck, dude, we talked to a lady that lived in New Jersey, and she is by far the most terrifying lady that I've ever seen. And she's a 2nd grade teacher. And then on the weekend, she terrorizes those kids. So it's like, okay, but it's just, she loves it. She loves what she does, and she puts on a hell of a...
New Jersey, so she's not even...
It's just crazy on how this life is, and I'm very proud to be a part of this. I love every aspect. How the hell did we get here? I don't know, and honestly, I don't care.
We just hopped on the short bus and just went for the ride.
Dude, I licked every fucking window, too. I don't care. Now, before we let you go, dude, do you have any questions or anything for us?
I don't think so. I've got 10 more tickets to Land of Illusion, so I'm going to see you at some point here soon.
Let's go, dude. That's fucking badass. Steve, do you have anything? No? Okay. Well, once we get off here and stuff, I'll shoot you a message for to send this mask over, this head form to you and stuff, and we'll go from there. And dude, thank you. I truly am extremely happy to finally talk to you, and it's just one of those things. It's like, dude, I've known you for just watching your videos for years now, and I'm like, man, this is wild. And then I remember the first video I ever seen is when Gwar, it was either Gwar, it was Gwar at Land of Illusion. I saw a video you posted. I don't know where you posted it, but I just remember that this random guy popped up, and I started going through your page and shit. I'm like, yo, dude, this guy's more than just a person. This guy's more than anything. I'm like, holy shit. And then that's when I start really watching all your stuff. And I'm like, oh man, this is wild. And then all of a sudden, here we are, a few 5-6 years later, and I'm like, dude, longer than that. It was 2017. That's when that happened, or 16, one of the years.
You don't know.
I don't, dude, because it was so long ago. But dude, I appreciate you. Thank you so much. And I would definitely just don't stop ever doing this, man. This is something that you love, and we love it too.
Yeah, dude. I appreciate you guys having me on. This has been one of the best podcasts I've been on, so you guys should feel proud of that. It's really easy to make this a painful experience for people, and you guys did. And secondly, I think that you and I are going to get closer than you probably know at the moment. So I'll leave you guys with that little spooky, ominous teaser.
I like that. Ooh, cool. Yeah, we'll stay in touch, and we'll just keep saying.
Drugs and alcohol.
Like, oh shit, here it is. All right, but dude, thank you so much. I hope you have a wonderful week, and stay spooky and stay classy, dude.
Appreciate you guys.
Hey, see
ya.
See ya.
What the fuck is happening, man, dude? AJ Good. Ah! Listen, okay.
Hey, you better settle down, Linda. Better settle down. Settle down. So the cool thing about that, so I like that.
I like that.
Me and him are on the same page here. The mask thing, no, I don't have the space. If I had the space, all the collection already been through the roof.
Mm.
Now, what I did notice though is like when I watch a lot of the videos and stuff like that, he's big on the knot, which is great. That's great.
Big on the knot.
Yep, big on the knot.
Big on the knot.
That's
dude.
right. Big on the knot. But again, me, I love creating. I love it. I enjoy it. But if it was up to me, I would be scouring every little nook and cranny to be finding some of the craziest shit known possible. And like you said, he's got 5,000 masks, dude.
5,000.
Roughly. And that was a rough estimate.
Dude, that's
Me, that would. Now, don't get me wrong. He might be right. Some of them might need to be restored. Some of them might have damage, something like that. He's just got them for his purpose. Okay, cool. Me, that would drive me nuts. Especially if I knew there's something to them, they're getting put up. That's why I want to bitch slap you, and you need to go to your dad's. And we need to scalp some masks. We need to like literally run and just jump through the boxes.
He has a shit ton, dude.
Oh, I know, and that's why we sent the pictures to you the other day, so you could. Hey, look, those are there. I don't care what he said. Oh, they're no good. No, fuck.
Give him.
Bring him to the magician. I'll redo them. Now, granted, no, we're never gonna wear them again because I want to keep them around forever. I want to keep them around for historical purposes because they're beautiful. And don't get me wrong, they're huge too. So that's the other thing too. I'd have to find fucking room for them bitches.
There are some big.
There's some big bitches.
Yeah, dude.
But again, that's why I like dude here. Me and AJ, we on the same wavelength on the mask, man. I love my mask. Now, granted, for example, so like next time he's down or whatever, and he wanted to swing over. No, my collection's nowhere near not even a quarter of what he's got. But it's just the fact that I like to show people my collection, even though it's not huge. I only got like 20 down here, I think, but it's still. And I got an obsession with clowns. I don't know why.
Clowns are cool, dude, and especially like the old vintage.
I mean, I got a few other ones, but I'm just saying in general. I just
dude he just motivates me more to just like.
And the only one with a
dive deep into
name,
stuff.
the only one named was that Don Post. That's the only one with a name, really.
Well, we usually collect stuff that are like people that are up and coming, like Evil J Creepy Closet, Jesus. Yeah. And it's just like people that are just no name.
Wolf.
The wolf?
Yeah, that scarecrow wolf that Corey gave me.
Scarecrow wolf.
Yeah, the one wolf that I got on the mantle in there.
I didn't know you even had a wolf.
Remember, Corey gave it to me.
I don't know, dude. I would have to go out there and see. I don't know. I don't know. You're
supposed to know it all.
I don't know it all.
Shows you don't even pay attention.
Dude, there's so much going on in my life right now. I don't know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah.
But dude, that was AJ Good of House of Mask, man. Thank you so fucking much, dude. And if you guys liked more content about, learning about mask and stuff, you know what to do. Put it in the comments. Let us know if you enjoyed it. And if you guys have any other ideas of trying to figure out what we can do on the off seasons of haunting, because we all know once haunt season's done, it's going to be a little bit harder for us to keep the analytics up where they're supposed to be at, because that's when everybody wants to take a rest, take a little break and stuff. We don't take a break. And I know there's more people out there that don't like.
We might have to take a break, especially when I renovate. We might have to take a small one.
Well, we'll take a small one, but
because again, this is going to take me. If I have all the shit, it's going to take me about two or 3 days to probably do it right. But
2 weeks without Dark Carousel, well, you're gonna hurt these people. Good Lord, you might get like a single episode of just Arthur at his house, like, "Hey guys, this is Arthur. I'm still alive."
No, you'll end up doing what you did the last time when I was building this motherfucker. You'll be like doing a time lapse of fucking
keeping everybody up to date.
Yeah, you'll just see me running around.
But and just in general, guys, don't stop.
Yeah.
Stay the fuck away from drugs. Stay the fuck away from alcohol.
Yeah.
And just do you.
Yeah.
That's all you gotta do.
Yeah.
Like he said, you don't have to drink and smoke and do drugs to have fun. That's all you gotta do. Go out there and have fun. Go to a concert. Get punched in the face. Done it before. It's a great time. Trust me. Go to a haunted house. Get the shit scared out of you. Speaking of getting the shit scared out of you, that video is posted on YouTube. So go check it out at Dark Carousel.
Did it go through?
Yeah, I think so. Other than that, dude, thank you so much for giving us the opportunity of just having these stories and meeting these wonderful people, these wonderful creatures.
Thank you to our sponsors.
Thank you so much for Frankenfuel. Thank you, Mike. I appreciate you so much, brother. You are such a great guy. Here I am, holding up a Frankenfuel can. But I'm drinking Red Bull, dude. I'm so sorry. But other than that, Frankenfuel, get freshly shocked, guys. If you guys, my favorite is the zero sugar. Hands down, one of my favorite drinks.
He says he's working on a new flavor.
Maybe.
I'm ready.
Don't know.
I told him to make some like zombie or something.
I heard. Me and him have been talking. He's gonna be working with Amanda Gibson on something for the next Transworld. Wonder what that is.
Okay. Good. Hopefully it makes my zombie.
Zombie. Ooh. What do you think? What do you think that tastes like?
It's me.
Like sweaty balls.
I'm gonna send him a sample of my flavor. Taste this.
It tastes like Starburst. Dude, if your balls taste like fucking Starburst, dude, you have to go to the hospital.
I eat enough of
them. There is something that might come up. I don't know yet. I'm not going to say anything. It's nothing to pertain to the show. It actually has to do with me. And once I figure out,
and once you finalize it,
once it's something big and something that's going to be life changing for me. But
life changing for several people.
Yeah, and I'm hoping it goes through, and I got a lot of stuff I have to do. I actually start doing it tomorrow morning, and it's gonna take some time, and it's gonna take a lot of work for me. And once I know for a fact that this is happening, I will drop the news to you guys. But I just wanted to let you guys know that something is happening behind the scenes with me at the time. And it's something that will physically change someone's life. And I really hope I can. But other than that, guys,
don't forget Land of Illusion.
Land of Illusion, Middletown, Ohio. 6 major attractions. We're open every weekend until end of October.
Yep.
The journey keeps spinning, guys, just like the carousel.
Yeah.
And we love every aspect of it. But other than that, guys, we are the Dark Carousel Podcast. We are the reason why we love this shit. We love this shit. We're the reason we love this shit.
We're the reason.
We're the fucker. And you are too. We love everything that you guys do. Dude, I don't know why. I don't even know where I was going with that, bro.
I don't know.
I just don't know. Chris, where were you? I don't know.
That's right.
Other than that, guys, my name is Arthur. That is Steve. And we are the Dark Carousel Podcast. And this fucking carousel never stops spinning.
See you guys.
This ride on the Dark Carousel may be over.